moving around, this is the ocean table.
Yes.
Alright, so is it fair to say that most people in the room, if not every single person, is at some time responsible for front desk?
Yep.
If not, that's your dedicated role. And we all understand clearly that inquiries do come in, and the way we meet and greet them on the phone or face-to-face can make or break how successful the next step is. Even if you don't have a dedicated membership person, if it happens to be you, if we don't do the meet and greet well, the next bit could be good or could be bad based on how the process works. Happy to agree on that? Alright, this is what happens when you walk in the front door of a centre. If you're a brand new person, could look a little bit scary. It's because I was drunk when I was... So as a new person, this looks very common to us. New people look at this thing, it could look quite intimidating, couldn't it? There's some stuff there that could look a little bit scary. Now for us, we see this every day, so even in a leisure centre, it could be intimidating. This is a private fitness centre. I think they'll put in these smiley faces on. So in terms, what we're looking at today is that journey when someone walks in the front door and they get to reception, and then how they're meted and greeted. When they become members, what happens after that? How do we look after that person when they become a member to retain them, to look at referrals, and then look at the secondary spend through the front desk. And that's what we're targeting today. Happy to get started? We're all in the right room? We're all happy to eat, do the things? Alright, this is it. This is what it's called. Frontline reception, front desk member care. We've got different names, but we know the position. That's the person. And this is what we're going to focus on today. The sales support role. There's 2 or 3 areas. First, we're going to look at this. So when a prospective member comes into contact with your centre by phone or face-to-face, how is that handled at your front desk? Then, when they become a member, what are we doing? Retention, referrals, secondary spend. Cool? Alright. Question time. What percentage of your members who joined up last month first inquired by phone? Give me an idea.
45%.
I'll take that. 45. I've got the numbers there. 45% can be a different number. Did we agree, disagree, more or less? 60? Yeah. Most of the time we get between 30 and 70, depending on the location of your centre, depending on whether people would like to phone first or you're easy to drive to. But we would suggest, as an industry, on average about half of your members inquired by phone before they walked in the front door. So we're happy to say it's kind of important that we get the phone stuff right. Because at least half of your members are going to make the call first. We can make it or break it. If they walk in the front door and we get it wrong, it's probably not as bad because they're there. We can grab them and drag them. But on the phone they go, bye, hang up the phone. So the phone stuff is important. What percentage of your walk-ins or appointments comes to the front desk first? That was a trick question?
100%.
I'd say 100%. They don't go straight into the PT studio or into the group fitness, they come to the front desk. So the importance of meet and greet, front desk is critically important. This is a big number. What is the average cost for your centre of acquiring each new member you have? This may not be a number you're familiar with, but industry sources and all the people we've spoken to doing this seminar would suggest that it's around about $200 to $300 is an acquisition cost per member. And if you broke that down, it works out around about $65 is the cost of generating an inquiry. About this for each member. By the time you pay your sales team, your front desk team, all that stuff, to get that person converted. But about $65 every time you generate an inquiry. So if you're a club owner in the room, and that number rings true, that means every time the phone rings, it's a potential membership inquiry. It costs you about $65 to get the phone to ring, or to get the person to walk in the front door. So it is kind of important, isn't it? And if you're on reception, you answer the phone with this big $65, it makes you think twice about the way you handle that inquiry, knowing that it's worth money. And worse, if they hang up the phone from you because you haven't wowed them on the phone, they're going to ring the next centre and the next centre. If they do a slightly better job, you may lose that person. If they go to the incorrect club first of all and have a negative experience, they're not going to walk out the front door and go, gee, that place sucked. I'll go to the next club. What happens traditionally in our industry, we burn people. If they have a negative experience at a club, they will go into what we call the cycle outside of the fitness centre for 3 years, where they'll walk, cycle, swim, run by themselves. then they'll get the confidence to come back into the fitness industry, and another set will have a crack at them as well. So we burn people out of our industry if we don't handle them properly, and we don't benefit from them going to a competitor. So that's kind of important. Question: how long does it take to make or break a first impression? Yeah, when you walk to the room today, I'm presuming within about 3 to 4 seconds, you made a first impression of whether we're organised, set up, ready to go. Your customers do that. It then takes about 3 to 4 minutes for you to change their first impression. If they had a negative first impression, it will take you 3 or 4 minutes of wowing them. Then you go, you know what, I thought you were a wally, but you're not that bad. It's okay. If you're on front desk, we don't have this, do we? We don't have the 3 to 4 minutes, so we're in trouble. How many hours a month do you spend training your front desk team? Usually close to 0, maybe 1, maybe 2. The sales team get a fair bit of training, don't they? If you've got membership sales team, they get some training. Unfortunately, the front desk team don't get as much training as we know they need. If we're looking at the sales funnel, and we know that these guys are super important, but we're doing a whole bunch of training here, then it doesn't ring true, does it? Because they had to look after 100% of those people. So it's kind of important we focus a little bit of effort today on that side of things. Now, to get a system, first of all, we need 3 or 4 things. Got to have the 4 T's. Remember this. This is the 4 T's of time, tools, training, and tingle. So if you're in sales, and you have 15 to 20 minutes with someone, that's fine. If you're in sales, you've got the tools, you've got the inquiry sheet, you go through that. The training is a fair bit of training, and the tingle is a bit of money at the end of it, isn't it? It might be commission, it might be an incentive. So if you're designing a system for your front desk, it still needs some time. If you're doing a referral-based system for front desk, craze group fitness, still needs some tools. There's got to be inquiry cards, tracking tools. You've got to train this. It doesn't come naturally for some people. There is gurus in the room who work on the front desk, who are your gurus. And you know those people, wow, they do everything beautifully, but usually naturally. And there's some people who just will be never as good as that person, but if with a good system and training, they'll be there. Then there's the tingle. You need to recognise and reward if a person, with their front desk trainers, PT, group fitness, does something that benefits and builds your business. So, quick quiz for you. I want you to take this piece of paper that's in the middle of your table. Grab this piece of paper. It should be in the middle of your table or somewhere. There's a blank piece of paper. You haven't got one. Yeah. Got one? Got one? All right. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. That's the time. I'm going to give you the tools. Got the tools? I'm going to give you some training. I want you to do this, not just yet. With your piece of paper, I want you to make it. Make it into a funnel as best you can in 30 seconds. Not yet. So that's the training. And at the end of it, if you do really well, and by vote of your peers, you are the best funnel maker, you get the $20. 30 seconds, go. Make a funnel, make it creative. Get excited. I'll play music, this is funnel making music. There's some old funnel makers from way back here. 10 seconds to go, funnel makers. When we do show and tell, you've got to hold your funnel high. So by vote of your peers, there's going to be a winner. Okay, funnels up. Nice. Have a look around, guys, and look at the creative funnels in the room.
Oh, there's a smiley on that one.
Oh, there's a smiley. Someone with a smiley face. There's probably a leader here. There's a nice fold over there. Oh, there's a smiley face here. There's a smiley face everywhere. Anybody got some preferences? I'm thinking this lady. Happy with that?
Yeah, I am.
This lady, nice smiley face. The person with the smiley face. What do you clap? Yeah. Well done. Thank you. So, today, think about the funnels. Just think about the funnel in front of you. But taking away an idea from this session, from Emma's or from Tanya's, all the ideas you get are wonderful, but you need to have it systemised so that the guru will always do well because they do. But the person who just joined your team, the brand new person, needs that system to follow through. That's what we're understanding today. Alright, let's get into it. Can't start already. First question, who in the room has a dedicated membership consultants in their centre? Who has someone whose role is to handle membership sales inquiries? Cool. Who in the room